quick PTC GP. Hey folks, happy Father's Day. I had to get that one out of the way quick, didn't I? Not a planned show per se, but just an opportunity finally to get my mate Andrew, who's flown out yesterday, as you were aware. He went out on GV Spy, and of course we cleared out that whole little thing with the hatch that was open. Well done to a couple of our viewers for spotting that, but it was something that, in case it was left open, it closes, or it will close with airflow, with natural airflow. If things going about 400 or 500 miles an hour, then you're likely to see that happening. Big welcome to everybody here who's hanging around here once again at the Renaissance. Got a few people come to see us. We have VS251, the Dreamliner. Controlled at the stick is my friend Andrew Buddery. Finally gonna get him. It's gonna be interesting because we've got a sort of like a bit of a southwesterly. It's kind of blowing down the runway, but even so, as you saw with that last one, it sort of caught them out, so hopefully we might see a little bit of jiggery pokery. I do know the last guy that I filmed, who knew that I was filming coming into London Heathrow, he said that he'd never been so nervous in his life, which is just insane when you think about it. You know, just knowing that he was coming in on live on TV. But anyway, this is a Dreamliner in from Shanghai, 7-person crew, well, 7 air crew, a flight crew, 4 cabin crew. The crew will be basically 4 captains and 3 first officers. And basically they will roster so that one set of them will fly out, and then they'll switch over, take the landing the other side. Another set will fly out and then cross over, switch over, and of course the extra 1 or 2 is just in order to cover the other guys whilst they're resting. So 7-man flight crew. Andrew, of course, is the flying captain on this particular leg into London Heathrow. As you can feel, as you can hear, it's probably I don't know if you're feeling it, but can you feel it? It's quite blustery here at London Heathrow, and we always like it when it's a little bit blustery. Great to see Capital just behind me back in town, because we heard that Shenzhen and all of those related airlines were actually going to be stopping service. So I don't know quite how that's come about. But anyway, let's get on with the show. Happy Father's Day. Hope everybody's well, and we will wait for Andrew. I think we're actually, but before that, we've got Cathay Pacific's 747 freighter, and she's an 800, folks. So this is something that we always love to see. Windy conditions, it may be a bit of a heavy landing, but anyway, enjoy the show. We'll be here for about another hour or so, and yeah, bring you some action from London Heathrow. Don't forget the app, folks. Make sure you download the app. Best place to get it. Okay, here we go, GP. Stand by. Get this little fella going out. No way, man. Wow. That's insane. 72 new members on YouTube yesterday, folks. Welcome to each and every one of you guys and girls. Great to see you here. Great to see again a big contingent of people here at London. Look at this little fella. Look at this little fella. Give us a wave, son. Look at him with his little hat on, look. Oh, bless, look. And there we are. Hello! Families here, families there. Great to see Iran's A330 in town as well. Good to see everybody here and see everybody so well as well. Some young lad and his dad were here just now. I don't know where they've gone. But that was great to see that little kid there with his little hat on. That's fantastic, isn't it? Bless him. There we go. Everybody would have got their notifications. Should have got their notifications. Let's just jump onto this Cathay Pacific in from Hong Kong. Normally, we've been used to seeing her in from short haul destinations, such as Charles de Gaulle. She'll probably do the Charles de Gaulle route when she leaves here later on today. But we now have Virgin Atlantic Dreamliner. Another one heading out to Shanghai. Here we go. Wow. Houston, we have a slight problem. We have a very slight problem. No pressure on the. Let me just make that adjustment there. Okay. So welcome, folks. Okay. There we go. There we go. Is this now? Is this now? Let me just double check and make sure I'm on the right. No, that's the wrong one, isn't it? That's the wrong one. There we go. I think that's it there. There we go. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Lord Geeker. Hey! What a fantastic username, Lord Geeker. I've got some members to shout out. Aaron Bailey, welcome, Aaron. We have Michael Wigston, welcome to membership. Luke Alex, welcome to membership. Ben Brown. And we have, of course, there, Lord Geeker. Tommy Crosser, hello. Having a great weekend. Les Tanker, Timmy Toothpicks, Karen Corcoran, Andy Jones, good afternoon to you all. Nane Bot, Jeff Anderson, Andy M, Jordan Weir, George Faulkner. Tell us where you are, folks. If you're new to Big Jet TV, you'll get a wonderful, warm welcome from everybody here on the show, and make sure that you tell us where you are. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Anthony Bamber, good afternoon. Lord Geeker, hello. Long time watcher, love Big Jet TV. Thank you, Lord Geeker, and welcome to you. I can just imagine him sitting there in his hello, what was that? Just that tail there. I'm going to check that when that's something we haven't seen before. I can imagine Lord Geeker in his slippers and his pipe, sitting there watching in the smoking lounge. No. Little 320, little single aisle. Looks like it's almost got Latam livery looking like. I mean, obviously it's not, but. So here we go, folks. A little bit of a headwind. Air Cairo, really? Wow, that's new for us, folks. And she's going out now. Oh, is it? Okay. Well, it's new for us. We haven't seen it. So direct headwind. Andrew's going to be he's going to be lucky now because he's got a direct headwind. So we're not going to have any. Is it? Wow. old is it? How old is it? Wow, we have a almost brand spanking new Saudi Arabian Airlines Dash 10 Dreamliner inbound right now, folks. Air China's going to go out first, but look at this. First time, I think, on Big Jet TV, at least for us here at London Heathrow. Never seen this before. Air Cairo, how about that? Might be a tiddler, folks, might be a minibus, but it's a rare jet all the same, and we always love to see these here on Big Jet TV. Great. Yeah, it's very FedEx, isn't it? It's actually FedEx colours, funny enough. Yeah. Deal with that. Wow, that's a very strong headwind now, so we might see them going up early. Looks light, he looks light. Watch the elevators. Still running, taking a full run at it. Yeah. Where's Captain Hodgson then? Oh, he's round the other side. Okay. So Captain Haji is over there. I think he's looking to get a side-on shot. Yeah, Captain, happy birthday to Mr. Hodgson, and also to, and who else, Chile? Oh, it's Mike Van Aaron's birthday today. Mikey, happy birthday, my friend. VDA, Mikey VDA. Okay, this is a first as well, folks, for Big Jet TV, and for a lot of people as well. We've seen Saudi's Dreamliner, I think, at Manchester a couple of times, but not their Dash 10. Look at the long, sleek, super stretched variant of this Boeing Dreamliner. Straight down the middle, folks. The wind is straight down the middle, 270 by the looks of it. God, he's put that down early, hasn't he? Wow, very derated. 747's got to be not that far behind it, isn't it? There she is, in fact, coming out of the clouds now. Like, look at this Air Cairo. That's just FedEx, isn't it? That's FedEx. Yeah, fair play. Just need that wind to switch ever so slightly. New member, John Muldoon. Welcome, John Muldoon. Am I right in saying that that's a beautiful Scottish name? I think it is. Welcome to you, John. Jeff Bundy, yes, we might get some floaters today. Need to get going, son. Radio. Thomas Cook, apparently. Who told us that? Ben telling us that. Thanks, Ben. XTC. Okay, TC. Looking pretty funky in those colours, it has to be said. Still got a bit of a slack going on here with the old straps. Let's just secure that off. There we go. We are secured and we are ready for a 747 Queen of the Skies, the big freighter. She's a Dash 8. Reason why they call it a Dash 8, because it's taken basically the cockpit, the new glass cockpit is derived from the Dreamliner, the 787, using the Gen X power plant as well. Look out for the scalloped engine exhaust cowls at the back. Here we go. Beautiful spool down as well, man. How cool was that? How cool was that? Tell you, quite interesting, that Saudi Dreamliner looking quite tatty in a funny sort of way. I know it's just, I think it's obviously the colour scheme that sort of like makes it look a little bit sort of like, you know, muddy. Not muddy, but dusty. Dusty, that's the word, dusty. Beautiful 747 pure freighter. That's why you should never give up on the 747, folks, because these freighters will be around for many, many years to come. There's nothing much that beats the 747, especially the 800 in terms of its freighter capability, and of course the pure freighter with its nose load capability. There are a number of 400s that have been converted to freighters by utilising a side load freight door, but there's nothing like a pure freighter. Because obviously when you convert something like that, you need to strengthen the floor. That's the most important thing, is you need to strengthen the floor. Again, as you can see there, I think that might be the Gen X power plant on the Dash 10 there. Adam is a new member. Welcome, Adam White, to Big Jet TV membership. Anne Rimington, welcome, Anne. That's a big 4-engine prop over the top of me, GP. Sounds like either a A400M or a C130, but she's too much in the clouds, I'm afraid. I can hear her. Maybe we can pick that up. Martin Routh as well. Welcome to membership, guys. If I miss your oh, what is it? Oh, is it? Oh, is it? What, twin engine? Blimey. Obviously, at some point of a climb out, I'd imagine. But there we go. Ruth Cole, welcome, Ruth. Well, not welcome, but hello. Pilot Paul chucks away Absolutely splendid. What an absolute star. Welcome, Pilot Paul. Welcome, everybody, to Sunday. And if you're on your own, I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. If you're with your family, happy Father's Day. And Satch Harlow's Adventures. Hiya, peeps. Looking forward to the live show. Love it. Mike B, Paul Skilling, Lee Davis, Stephen Owers, Breeze 147. You're fine, Breeze. Karen Corcoran, Steve F1972. We just had another new member, the Life of Dan. Welcome, Life of Dan, to Big Jet TV membership. Scott Tarpley, George Faulkner. Good morning, Hertfordshire 247. New Air Force One is on order, a brand new 747-8. What he said at his rally this morning, I've always wondered how you can help protect a jet from a nuclear blast. Do you know Big Jet TV? Well, you can't. Is the answer to that. Get the hell out of the way is all I can suggest. Don't be in the blast zone, and if all that sort of stuff is going on, there's not much to go home to, let's put it that way. But anyway, there we go. Keith Cornell, good afternoon to you. John Grinham, tell us where you're from, folks, if you're new to Big Jet TV. Lee Davis, Andy M, good afternoon to everybody. Glenn Knowles, we've already you can't beat the 747, indeed. We've already, I think, Glenn Knowles, I think we've already put the it on delay, haven't we, the chat on YouTube, GP? It's already on a 90-second, 1 minute and 30-second delay on chat. You guys, very hard to keep up with you folks, but it's good that you're having a community chat as well, and I'll jump in on that chat as often as I can. Of course, I'll be popping over to Facebook in a short while just to say hello to all the folks over there. New members on Facebook as well, welcome to you guys. Hello, of course, to everybody watching on Twitter as well, on Periscope. Are we across to the Express GP? And hello to everybody watching on the Daily Express. We have a synchronised runway inspection here from the boys and girls of the ops teams who work extremely hard here at London Heathrow. On and off, 24/7 operation, folks. You know, obviously they have shifts that they come in, morning shifts, afternoon shifts, evening shifts. Probably the best time of the day to work on at an airport is in the evening. It's sort of like dark and eerie and sort of like, you know, spooky in some sort of way. See LATAM A350 still in town. And of course the Norwind 777 that was there now replaced by an American Airlines 777. Always great seeing a nice array of. So that's El Al's Dreamliner, is it? Sitting there behind Iranair's A330. You can tell it's an A330, folks, just by looking at that fence-style winglet that we're seeing there, just on the end there that you can see. Plus it's got quite a fat tail to it, the A330, as you can see on that Capital Airlines A330. 777's got quite a skinny tail to it in comparison, very tall tail as well. Of course, Boeing and Airbus, two completely separate, different manufacturers. Andrea Stewart, good afternoon to you, Andrea. Seth, good afternoon to you and welcome to Big Jet TV as well. We've got a number of Seths now, haven't we, on Big Jet TV, I think. Lots of wonderful airlines. Trone Hunter, Michael Edge, good afternoon to you. John Blower, Jeff Bundy, Rab H up there in Scotland, Leslie Eglinton, Jordan Weir, Thunderbolt Dragon, good afternoon to you, and welcome everybody else. Laura Ribbons, British Airways spotters, do I get a sticker today? I don't know. If you're here, you will, my friend. Anyone is more than welcome to come and visit me if they want a sticker. Neil Gandy, Kevin Weaver, got a couple of another couple here. Father and son, get away, hey, good lad, good lad. Yeah, in a minute, fella. Father out with his son. Cool. If only that was like, you know, that's just so nice to see. I love seeing that father and son hanging out together. That's great, things like that. Oh, there's that little... Am I catching him? Am I catching him? I don't know. Is it in the shot? That little... Oh. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can grab him just as he enters that section. There he is. That's that little... that's the one that we were talking about, isn't it? That's the little survey aircraft, isn't it? Look at him on flight radar. He'll be drawing some lines. A bit like Etch-a-Sketch, isn't it? Never really got on with Etch-a-Sketch, I've got to be honest with you. Got quite bored of it. A bit like driving that dust truck that we saw yesterday. It's like, oh my God, is that all we can do with it? That's it, really. Airport webcams are in the house. Good day to you guys. Another little 319 by the looks of it. Wow. Bimmen are bringing their aircraft in to London Heathrow first since March. Is that right? Wow. So beating. Wow. That's interesting. Of course we saw, but it's going to be probably for the time being, I'd imagine, repatriation. Is that right? Is that going to be likely to be repatriation at this stage? Wow, look at these comments, guys. Stevie Luscombe, Trone Hunter, Karen, good afternoon to you. TB737 man, good afternoon to you. Lord Geeker, my daughter is more into plane spotting than my son at the moment. She's desperate to go to Manchester Airport. Well, get up there. Take her up there, Lord Geeker. I don't know if it's far for you to go, but most definitely worth a visit up there. When the booze is open at the airport pub, make sure you get yourself up there and support the local pub up there. Of course, I think Terry is doing all he can in terms of social distancing, making sure that the pub runs as it should do. Nice to see you back, Mick Ashton. Mad Mick Staleybridge, good afternoon to you. Mad Mick from Staleybridge. This little Aer Lingus, is he, what's he doing then? Is he coming out on Intersect or got anything? Oh, I've got a 777 as I look to my right. A trusted old 777 freighter. Might be one of the ones with the seats ripped out, we don't know. The Life of Dan upgraded his membership to executive. Thank you, Life of Dan. Paul Skilling, Craig Hicks tuning in from Farnborough. Trevor Bryant tuning in from Brandon, Manitoba, Canada. Well, there we go. There's your Canadian jet right there, A330. 300, I think, sitting there with a beautiful Trent 7s. No, but I've just booked a flight to Girona. Well, we're booking flights, are we? Fantastic. Let's keep that going, folks. Keep that enthusiasm going. No! Oh! A bit like that hotel that we booked that never happened. And the bloke rang me up and said, excuse me, but you can't come here. Wow, that's a long run for that little 319. Should see old Captain Hodgie appear in a little while, I'd imagine. TB737 man, good afternoon to you. Diesel 1313 EOP, Andy M, Karen Corcoran, Steve from the UK, BBC 001 Bimmen over Poland. Well, we've got to hang around for that, haven't we? Where's my mate Andy? He's just he must be over the channel now. Talk to me, Goose. Nice pint of Trooper at the pub. Is that Trooper up at Manchester? I don't know. Steve from the UK. Good afternoon to you, John Blower, Rab H, Paul Skilling, Lord Geeker, everybody joining in the chat there. Jeff White. Wow, got a mate who lives amongst the landing lights at Doncaster. Well, that might be great going over his house, isn't it? He's got a little hut buried in amongst the landing lights. Look at this replacement engine cowl on this 5-door here. This won't be PPE cabin rip out. This will be all-seater. Interesting to see that replacement. That's the nacelle, the engine nacelle, folks. It's a big piece of equipment, that. Just jump down and give these guys a picture, because so hanging on. Right, okay. Oh, look at that, and Aer Lingus. Right, let me do this quick. Right, let's get that picture done, son. What, would you? With the van on the back there, mate. Yeah. Come on. It's right down over there, fella. Lads, right, this way, this way. Okay, there you go. There we go. Thanks, son. Pleasure, mate. Have a good afternoon. And you, sir. Good man, good man. You all right, mate? Slide the door open if you want and put your bag in the side there, fella. What? Yeah, it's in there, yeah. Yeah, of course you can. No, you can just look at it. Can I sit on it? Brilliant. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, so. You all right there, guys? Yeah, you? Did you want to get pictures or something? Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, let me just let me grab this triple, yeah? Nice windbreak down there, mate. Yeah, that was great, wasn't it? FedEx. Ex-Thomas Cook, isn't it? So did you give me a fix on VS GP? Okay, cool. Well, I might have got a glimpse at it. Where did he go? Did I miss it? Oh. Wow, so cool, man. Never get bored of that stuff. Good to see old Lufty in town with their old style livery. Never get bored of that, has to be said. Be kind of cool if they... Hello, look at this. Qatar's Dreamer on the push. See if we can get a little... little kid there, GP. This little kid here got 13th on the quiz last month. 13th, man. Put a lot of people to shame. Good lad. James Allen, good afternoon to you. Welcome all new members. Yeah, that is awesome. Just completing the quiz for next week, folks. Should be a bit of fun next Friday. Don't forget next Wednesday's show, coming from Manchester for the, I believe, the penultimate 747. Going out for retirement to be, I'm not going to use the word broken up for scrap. I just did though. It's a terrible thing, isn't it? Really, really. Oh dear. Well, bits of her will go on to be bolted onto other planes in the future. Is this Turkish? Is this Turkish or is... Yeah. Got Bibman coming in, haven't we? Lord Geeker, best Aer Lingus livery, new or old? Half green one. Well, to be honest with you, the new one has grown on me, I've got to be honest with you. I think the old one, even though it's a favourite amongst a lot of people and a lot of people don't like the new one, the old one's starting to look old, is the only way I can describe it, whereas the new one is quite fresh and new, a bit like what we got with Lufthansa, but Lufthansa's, it's just Lufthansa's tail with the yellow or orange, whichever way you want to describe it, does look very sort of like retro. Nice smell of jet A1, of which I've got a t-shirt on. Take care, happy Father's Day, see you later. Look at this little thing go up. Is it? Oh wow. Ben telling us that apparently Cathay and Thai Airways utilising 747 parts from the Virgin 747s. That's good news. That's an early departure. Look at that. Air France. A 318, did you say? 319. She's a 318. She's a little Air Français. Photoshop plane. Look how short this plane is, folks. Outlived its A380 sister though, hasn't it? Eh? France disposing of all of their A380s. What is interesting, folks, in terms of the whole spares market around the world, these A380s, the one particular part that's going to be a surplus to requirements is going to be those engines. I don't know whether the Air France 380s are running the GP 7200s or the Rolls-Royce Trent 9s, but either way, it doesn't spell good news for the spares market in terms of the 380s. I think you're going to find that a lot of these things are just going to be chopped up and turned into ingots, unfortunately. Very well disposed of course, as they always are. 6Y318 looks even more ridiculous because the moment arm is so short they had to make their tail taller. Yes, the tail, I'm not sure what that is, that I think it's a misspell there, but yes, indeed. So they had to make the tail actually taller on the 318 than it's 319. That's interesting, didn't know that. Lewis, good afternoon to you. Air Canada 787, Paul Weaver, Steve F1972, Terry Slater, good afternoon to you. Ben Yarnell, good to see everybody getting involved in the chat. Guess they're rotating their aircraft, aren't they, at Qatar, just using the London route as an opportunity to keep their engines and their airframes up to speed, keep them moving, keep them rotating. Of course, in terms of cost, with the cost of oil being so low at the moment, those airlines that hedged millions on fuel, as so many do, obviously will suffer, whereas those who didn't hedge will not. The Virgin what? Okay, well, I'll get the official word from our man. Wow, 4,300 people watching on Facebook right now. Good afternoon to you. Lynn Keeble, happy Father's Day to everybody watching on Facebook. Alexander Watts, Assad Kakar, good afternoon. Paul Maskell, indeed. John Bollen, thanks for all the thumbs up and the love hearts, folks. Trisha Guy, good afternoon to you. Jane Alder, I never miss Big Jet TV Live. Well, you won't miss it now. Did you get the app, Paul? Good lad. Happy birthday, by the way, mate. Lizzie Azu, Michael Johns, good afternoon to you. Enjoying this show. Welcome everybody. Valerie Dickens, good afternoon everyone. Nathan Girard is watching. Good afternoon, Nathan. John Bollen. Marianne, good afternoon to you. Lonescu. Marianne Lonescu, good afternoon to you on Facebook. Hope you're well. Welcome to all of our lots of squawk alerts today, Lizzie Azu saying. That's interesting. That's not something I've noticed, but thank you anyway, Lizzie. Obviously a keen watcher, keeping a keen eye there on her radar. Just see where my mate is. Just turning in, coming in on finals now, isn't he? Yeah, I just saw that. I saw a 747. Looks like we've got Cargo Logic 747. Our friends at Cargo Logic using the CHAMPS system. I was actually thinking about what the CHAMPS stand for. Cargo Handling Algorithm Management System or something, maybe. I'd be pretty surprised if I got that right. Cargo Handling Algorithms Management Systems. Oh, where's the P? Where's the P? Performance Systems. Hey, how you doing? Ding ding. Let's see if we can get him turning in onto the ILS. Should be there any moment now. The old boy should be approaching from the north. 5 years old, this 787. She's a 900 in from Shanghai, folks. This is a PPE flight. I think it may be the second or third one that my good friend Andrew has flown on. Just keep an eye out on the horizon. Going to be great to see this Cargo Logic 747 coming out. 2 747s in one day. Hey, we are being blessed. It's crazy to think that there were days when we'd have 10 British Airways 747s landing in the space of an hour or something ridiculous like that. But hey, it is what it is. I've got it looks like Emirates 777-300 coming out as well. So some big booming engine excitement on its way, folks. Should be turning on any moment. So this is Andy catching the ILS. Edwardine Moore, good afternoon to you. Lizzie Azu. Harmick Viscanian and Adam Willsmore, good afternoon to you. Harmick and Adam. Of course, all these, most of these aircraft out of position, folks. You would normally see Saudi Arabian, you'd see Iran Air, you'd see El Al, all parked up over at Terminal 4. Of course, Terminal 4, literally a ghost town right now until things start to pick up again, which let's hope will be within the next couple of months. We'd hope to say things will start to improve, flights will pick up. Here's that little we've got one thing to tow today, look. Darren saying Cargo Logic was really noisy when she came in earlier. Wow. Nick Roberts, Waring, tuning in from Alicante. Welcome. Peter Steerhauer, good afternoon to you. So how many flights per day now since COVID? Lizzie Azu saying, well, we had, I think there was a stat that we read out the other day. It was, I think, wasn't it the beginning of June or something like that, that 500 and something aircraft departed London Heathrow, and then the other day it was up to 800 odd. So you know, things are definitely picking up. Obviously the PPE stuff is the majority of the flights, and of course a little bit of repatriation as well, but in general, let's hope that things start to improve. Lizzie Azu, do you think planes will be packed like before? Answer to that, Lizzie, would be no at this stage. However, you know, the airlines and the airports are obviously. I think there's a standard across the board precedents that they're setting for the airports and for the airlines in terms of travelling. One thing's for sure, you're going to have to wear a face mask. That's a good thing, I think. And of course, I think you're going to have to even ask to use the loo, because which will probably be quite difficult, I'd imagine. But we'll have to see how things pan out. I'll certainly look forward to giving you guys a report, give you some feedback on how the likes of Virgin, because on my international stuff I generally tend to fly with Virgin, although I have flown British Airways as well, and American Airlines, Delta. We'll just have to see how each one of them handle. Oh, that's that fella and his dad in it. Okay, here comes Andrew now. Wait till he's a little bit closer. Benji Mansell Jenkins. Absolute pleasure, Lizzie. But whether I'm correct or not, I don't know. When I was about 7, I used to, John Bolland saying, see an airplane going into Luton, and my mum would make up where it had come from and say that's the 11:30 from Alicante. I was always enchanted and amazed at her knowledge, and hence my interest. Thanks, Mum. Oh, that's brilliant. That's the 11:30 from Alicante. It's like a train, isn't it? It's 2:30 from London Bridge. Gomez Manuel, good afternoon to you. Do you want to know when the quarantine in British airports will be lifted? Edward Dean saying, well, your guess is as good as mine, Edward Dean. I know that the British government are revising it. Well, not revising it, but looking at the options. Every 3 weeks, I think they're going to be looking at it. But of course, promisingly, the other day, positive news coming from the airports was that there was a company that is offering to give people PPE tests when they're coming into the UK, which they pay for. If they pass, well, it'd be great if we had a go around, wouldn't it? If they pass, then they will obviously not. They will not have to sit out the quarantine. This is not official. It's something that they are looking at as an option. Here we go. Emirates 777-300. Oh, fire it up. The stage is yours. Oh, very D-rated, man. No big booming departures today. comes. AJ, show us what you got, son. Andrew's flown the 747s with Virgin Atlantic before. Even flown the BAC 111s way back in the day. So it's quite an old hand at it, basically. Nicely done, mate. 10 out of 10, I'd say. Helped on by that headwind, it has to be said. Poor little cockchafer down there, all on his own, dead. None others are in at all. There we go. There's our jumbo, there's our jumbo. It's a 400, isn't it? Is it a 400? Yeah, it's a 400. They haven't got any 800s left anyway. Went back to, one was sold to Cargo Lux, and the other one went back to ABC. You want to do a timestamp on that GP for me, please, for AJ? Yeah. Brilliant. This you can guarantee will be all PPE on this aircraft, folks. Amazing to think that that aircraft had a last-minute stay of execution. She was literally about to be flown to the desert to be mothballed, that 747, before the call. She got the call out to, well, actually, Cargo Logic as an airline got the call. Nice big photo bomb going on there, isn't it? Oh, look, it's the... festival of flowers or whatever it's called. Festival of something. BA's triples. Creativity, there we go. Although it has to be said, not a lot of creativity has gone into that livery. I'm going to let this Dreamliner go through, folks. Just... Oh, okay. Who's that? James Ellis, good afternoon. Russ Davis, 50 stars. Thank you, Russ. Lizzie Azu, Trisha Guy, James Clark, Leah Campanile, Lee Campanile. Somebody asking me about the VX1. Patsy K, Jerry's your camera, the Panasonic HC VX1, the small handycam. Yes, indeed it is, Patsy. Has to be said, my camera of choice. I wouldn't want to use any other. Even if Sony knocked on my door tomorrow and said, guys, we'll give you this camera, I'd be like, no, thank you very much indeed. That's how dedicated I am to this camera. We got a destination for this one. Huh? Chicago, is it? Oh, she's going straight then. Wow. Came in from Amsterdam. That's interesting. She's going to Chicago. Wow. That's got to be one of the first westerly flights with Cargo Logic for a long, long time. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. Prague ATC are watching Big Jet TV live right now. Welcome, Prague. Hope you're well. Never give us any points in the Eurovision Song Contest, but do we care? Do we care? Welcome, Prague. Hope you guys and girls are doing well and busy. Hopefully, you're getting busier and busier. Beautiful. Great. Well, maybe not PPE. Maybe that was traditional freight. Who knows? Yeah, interesting. She could possibly be carrying PPE from... where was her destination before the dam, Jilly? Before she came to Amsterdam, was she stopping off there to drop some stuff off? And was it a Russia? Was it possibly somewhere in Russia? Frankfurt to Amsterdam. Okay, what was before Frankfurt? Oh, Bucharest. Right. Okay. So wow, that's a long That's a lot of legs, isn't it? So she's Hong Kong as well, yeah? Yeah. Wow. That's insane, man. What a load of legs. More legs than the average spider. Flipping it. Yeah, that is a yeah. Something the London bus service would be pretty proud of, I'd imagine. Wow. Thank you for the invite, Prague. It's insane to think that a control tower team are sitting there watching with Big Jet TV on one screen and the real business on the other screens, of course. It's fantastic. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? It's great to know, man. It's great. Such a wonderful community around the world, and there is our very hard-working of course on a skeleton staff there at I believe if I'm right in saying that the current schedule with the ATC boys and girls up there is that they're also controlling not just flights, ground movements, but also the incoming and outgoing aircraft, just purely because of the volume of aircraft not being as much as what it normally is. So, which is a shame, because obviously that means that there will be staff that will be furloughed, I'd imagine. And very hard to come by. Lots of it's training to become an air traffic controller is very. It's almost lots of studying involved in that, and of course training as well. Something that we'd like to look into at some point in time. But I've as people can appreciate, when we're doing a live channel, it's very difficult to do something like that live. We might be able to do something semi-live. We might be able to look at certain sections, certain areas of a control tower without stepping on any toes. And of course, you've got to be very quiet when you're in there as well. Can't be shouting "United" or anything stupid like that when you're in a control tower. Best behaviour. What's that, mate? Oh, right. One flight. Was it? Oh, look at this. He's getting a bit battered around, the old boy. Because it's a Neo, you see. Those engines. Boom, and he's down. Whoa, easy, son. What was that all about? I thought he was going to go round then. Wow, he did touch the front wheel and then went back up again, didn't he? I tell you, man, those engines, man. Yeah, I tell you. They don't light it up, sir. Wow, that was crazy. He won't want to watch that one back, I don't think. Look over there. Yeah, fair enough, man. Dan, John Grinham. Cook with Dom. A321neo. Cook with Dom. Martin Smith, HGC. Cy Williams. Like Herbie. Mark Sanderson. Seth Berquist. Sorry. Tommy Ernst. Yes. Steve F1972. Good afternoon to you. Lee Davis giving a shout out to Mike at 617 Squadron. Good afternoon to you up there in Marham. Mike, Cameron Knights, Debbie Speller, Jazz M, Chris Ward, Karen Corcoran, Cook with Dom, Lord Geeker. Just practicing landing, 3 landings in 1. That was insane. I tell you, man, I'm telling you, those Neos, in any kind of windy conditions, they don't light it up, sir. Coib Dan, okay, Bill. Oh right, okay. Bill Kerman. Yeah, someone should make a sound pad. Jerry sound pad. Is it Everton that Liverpool are playing tonight? Is it? Oh, okay. That's all we're going to say about that. Seth Burquist. Thank you, my friend. Ethan H. G'day. Been late today. Have I missed anything significant? Well, I was here to basically film my mate Andrew going out, but coming in. Sorry, got that. GP, have you got a time check? I can just send him on text quickly. Oh, that's bleeding typical. James Edgington, British Airways, gutted. Taking off Wednesday out of London Heathrow for Joburg at 8:35. We might not be. We can very possibly do that. Let me speak to him about that. Sorry, did you get the time, GP? Thanks. Hey man, how's it going? That's all right. I love the hat, man.
We didn't watch some of your stuff before, so we didn't really know we were coming here today, so we were surprised to see you turn up.
Oh, that's brilliant, man.
We recognise the channel anyway.
Yeah, cool. I got him on the feed earlier on, so
I saw that, that's great.
look at his shirt and everything, man.
I did wonder, is the fact 2 or 3, does that mean there's a really special movement or something?
No, a mate of mine was flying in on the Dreamliner on his. My mate's a captain with Virgin, so I came here primarily for that. But we've got Biman inbound as well. It's first time since whenever it was. So there's always something going on. What time's Biman due in? 5:15, about 45 minutes. Oh, watch it on the show. Take care, look after yourselves. Thank you, bye. Oh, bless. God, look at this geezer go. Look, that's the fella who just landed. He wants to get in and forget all about that landing. Oh no, he can't be. This is someone going out, isn't it? Wouldn't be coming up here, would he? Unless he wants to park it in a corner somewhere and just run away after that landing. But yeah. Amsterdam, right, okay. And little kids outlet, look at their little kids outlet. Bless him. That's me when I was a kid, man, I'm telling you. That is me when I was a kid, man. That is so cool. What's that, mate? Is it? Missed an MD-11 earlier. Good to see Capital in town. Because Shenzhen and all that lot have sort of like postponed all their flights for the time being, haven't they? and I thought Capital was part of that group. So, you know, anyway, you never know. They may have leased it. Someone may have leased it. You never know. It's that survey plane again. Look. Survey again. Cook with Don. Thank you, Cook with Don. There's big juicy engines. See Hatchgate yesterday with the hatch on the Dreamliner.
Oh, yeah, on the side, on the top.
No, underneath.
On the side,
Yeah. No, definitely not. But if in the case of it being left open, it will automatically, with the wind, with the airflow, it'll shut. Yeah. I think you would if you're going 400 mile an hour, wouldn't you? Hey, big truck coming. Keep an eye out for him. What Bimman is it? Is it their Dreamliner or is it? I've got to jump on that Farnborough show tomorrow, Jilly. For that member who asked. Brandon Baker. Was it? Oh wow, yeah, I've got him, man. I've got him. I just got to pick it out. No, the plane. The jumbo. Should see him coming through the cloud. There he is there. It's a 400, is it? Oh my God, no way! Are you serious? Yeah! Right in front of us, man. Look at this. Oh, I thought it was going out intersect. Gutted. Oh, I gave him a big arm wave and everything as well. What an idiot I feel like. Either waved or itched his ear. I've just faked itching my ear to see whether it actually can be looked at as a wave, but fair enough. Or isn't a cockchafer flying around in the flight deck, is there? Yeah. Unless that's the same one as as yesterday. Yeah. Big chunky undercarriage, mains undercarriage on the Dreamliner. Pretty cool. Don't tell me no. Surely that's going to remote in it. That A&A triple. So did I. But bear in mind, the airport is a completely different sort of like area. It could be a self-contained, a sealed off area, couldn't it? You know, cancelled. Yeah, but I did say the other day, was that maybe internal flights and, you know, not international PPE flights? Here she goes. Such a big wing on it. Such a big wing on it. And if you unraveled those wingtips, you got another 6-8 foot of wingtip to unravel. Virgin 350 over BA for me. Yes, okay. We're talking liveries here, I'm guessing. Paul Birchall, 350 is the best looking aircraft ever. Gotta be honest with you, she is a beautiful looking aircraft. The Dreamliner has a kind of traditional nose to it, whereas the 350 is very modern-esque, very sort of like spaceshipy looking. But anyway, happy Father's Day, Miles Waterhouse, to all the whiskey pappers out there. Hey, Paul Skilling, Vinnie Jones, good afternoon to you in Fensham. 3 more Cargolux 747s from the west. Interesting to see that they're not, they weren't trailing. Looks like this cloud coverage is going to become an issue for us in terms of seeing anything over the top. Joe Cameron, David Curtis, DH Comic takes some beating. De Havilland Comic. Oh, here we go. Look, Iran Air 330 on the push. That's good. She's probably just come up on radar. Biman, where is that Biman? Do what? 33. Thank you, my friend. John Grinham, love the weather avoiding with that that's Virgin 787 or was it the 350? I'm not sure which you're talking about there, John. Lee Davis, apart from the waving, has anyone done better than the Swiss A220 pilot at Manchester giving us a peace sign? Well, Lee, yeah, good call that. In terms of pilot interaction, I think that is probably the best pilot interaction in terms of giving us a wave at Manchester. Had some great ones though. I remember one time a long time ago we had a couple of Skip-Hole, the guy who unhooked the window, leant out and gave us a big wave, didn't he? Do you remember that? What about those girls, the two girls in the ATR, I seem to remember, at Manchester, and they were having a good old laugh between each other. Oh, look at that! Ooh, is he filming us? Ooh. Stewie, yes, I agree, mate. Stewie, the 777 is a fantastic jet. You all right, mate?
Yeah, I subscribe to you on YouTube.
Oh, thanks, mate. You're a star, mate. Do you want a sticker, fella?
Yeah.
Put it on your scooter. Cool, man. Get you on the show, son. Get some weight, mate. It's Ali, YouTube subscriber. What's she doing, GP? What is it? 30 minutes out. Right, okay. I just got that from Captain Haji as well. Don Chapman Hunt. Good day to you, Dom. Welcome to Big Jet TV membership. Kirsty Finch, welcome to Big Jet TV membership as well. Ben Brown, any thoughts on going down to the maintenance base and show everyone all the Part 777s and 747s? Ben, the answer to that would be an absolute no. The reason I'm saying that, I'd love to do it. If I do a feature down at Bournemouth with those folks with the A346, one of the stipulations will be that we do not make any sort of like major point of the parked up British Airways aircraft. British Airways, along with any other airline, would be very, very sensitive towards anybody filming aircraft that are out of service, anything that might be detrimental towards the airline in question. So you've got to be very, very careful. Even aircraft that have gone down for scrap, we've discussed that many times with the relevant parties in terms of an aircraft that, even though it may have left Heathrow and gone down to scrap, even it's still in the ownership of the airline, and of course they don't want people filming a British Airways jumbo jet, for example, being smashed to pieces live on telly. Of course, the post-production pieces that they've done have obviously taken all of those factors into consideration, and obviously there's a lot more. You've got a lot more freedom and a lot more options when you're doing something post-production. When you're doing it live, it's live, and you can't sort of like go, oh, hold on a minute, I didn't mean to do that. Can we go back? But there we go. Jack, good afternoon to you, Jack. Sean Frizzle, Kirsty Finch, Kenneth Story tuning in from Lancaster. Good afternoon to you, Lancaster, Kenneth. George Adams, any future plans for an Airbus factory show in France? George, yes. We've got good relationships with the folks down at Airbus, it has to be said, and also the guys at Broughton. We have a plan. In fact, we were very close to going and doing something very unique for the first time ever, doing a live walkthrough at the A350 assembly line at Broughton. But obviously COVID has delayed that quite considerably, so it's going to be some way off before we're able to do that. Although, you know, once my contacts are back at work, because they're furloughed at the moment, it will be good to speak to them, because any kind of publicity, or good publicity, is good publicity, if you know what I mean. This looks very much like Aer Lingus to me. Cogelux about to go over the top. 6Y saying, yeah, if we do get it, it's going to be very, very brief. And we'd have to literally be pointing the camera. See, look, there's a PPE truck there. Can't bring them in quick enough, to be honest with you. That truckload of PPE will be used up in the space of a couple of hours, really. F&F check. See the wing profile of the Airbus there, folks. Very unique in the way that the wing dips quite considerably before it goes into the main wing route, before it joins the fuselage. Something very unique to Airbus, whereas Boeing is a little bit more straight. It's a bit of a straighter connection. As you can see there. That's why whenever I look at the Airbus wing, or when I look at a falcon, for example, or a bird of prey, it's got that. It's very much like that wing profile that you see there on the Airbus. Great example there. John O'Evans, Flapgate Hero. Jack Bagley. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Jack. Right. Can you 3D print decent aircraft models now? JF Bryson. I guess you can, really. I'm guessing you can. I'd say you would be. Yeah. I mean, if you can 3D print a tool, you know, like an adjustable spanner, then you can 3D print a model aeroplane. Perhaps not all in one go, because well, I don't know. Actually, maybe you can. Maybe you'd print the engines as a separate component. Maybe the fuselage and tail section, and then the wings, and then snap them together. But really, a 3D printer can do anything, can't it? So yeah, I'm guessing you could. Guess you could. James Logan, welcome. Yep. Air India Mahatma Gandhi livery. Okay, well, I don't know if we've seen that before. Apparently she's on her way out, but we'll have to see. That's not the one with the that's not the one we've seen with that looks like a bit of a retro sort of like design about it, is it?
Just red tails.
Oh, is it?
Some livery I saw it from my window.
Oh, yeah, no, we have seen that before. Yeah, we have seen it before. It's not. Yeah, I think we've seen it before. Whether it was here or not, I don't know. Yeah, there it is there, look. Because it's like more red than it is the orange, with the sun sort of like, you know, that sun design in it. But there it is now, yeah. So that's a... George Adams, DHL 757, 20 minutes out. Brilliant. Thanks, Jerry, for an amazing weekend beer, and Big Jet TV, perfect weekend. I need a little bit of that. So once the Biman is in, and the and the DHL 757, I think we're probably going to call it a day, folks, just because on this one here, mate,
Yeah.
at Trent's.
Oh, yeah.
so we should have a decent lineup coming out. Got Iran Air's 330. That the Air India. Is it a Dreamliner? Is it Dreamliner? Is it the Air India? And this 777 with. Now that's not one of our. That's Mike Kilo. That's the PPE freighter, isn't it? That's a freighter there, isn't it? Mike Kilo and Mike. Is it Mike Kilo? One of the freighters with BA. She got an F definition against her. I think so. Every pidis. Good afternoon to you, James Logan. Welcome to Big Jet TV's membership. And every pidis, good afternoon to you. Thank you for supporting us here. Welcome to Economy. Look, here we go. It's gonna go off in it with Liverpool tonight. I hope they've got the whole audio thing right. I'd imagine they have by now. I think it's Sky Sports and BT Sports and even the BBC, I think, are getting involved, aren't they? But who's controlling that audio? I don't know. Whether it's an independent company that's been brought in to deal with it, or whether it's the individual production teams at BT Sports. The like, we don't know. I don't know. Finnair, One World on final. Wow, wouldn't that be great if it was Finnair's A350 One World? We missed that with the old Connect 4 livery. Andy Parnell should have been going to tonight's game. Oh man, what a shame. No, mate. Sorry, yeah, Trent's on the Iran Air. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah. Scott Topley, Fulham, 1958. Stuff the fake media football. Ooh. Chris Ward, Chris Norman. Football is rubbish with no fans. Yeah, I agree. It is. Of course, it is. However, I think they're doing. I'll be honest with you. I think they're doing a great job with the fan recordings, utilising what they can. Put it this way, it's better than a completely silent stadium where all you can hear is these guys whistling at each other and telling them to pass the ball man on and all that kind of thing. But anyway, you can always turn it down, I guess. Virgin 787 from Beijing arriving 40 minutes. Chris B, thank you. Cook with Dom. Neil Gandhi, love the Iran Air A330. Yeah, I think it's a great looking jet as well. Very, unique in terms of its. I like the big Iran Air wording on the side and the simplicity of it. I do like simple liveries like that. And of course, that hasn't gone the way of some of these. What would be classified as now traditional style Euro liveries, where it's just wow, look at this. This is One World, is it? Haven't seen this before. Finnair One World little 319, 320, whatever it is. Have we seen that before? Wow. Can't say I've seen many One World minibuses, to be honest with you. No, we haven't seen this. Sorry, my apologies. This is definitely wow, look at that. No, we haven't seen that. My apologies for saying that we have seen it. We've seen another one which is the non-livery. Yeah. Is it not 777 possibly? Yeah, there is a 777 with the coloured stuff all along the fuselage. Pictures of people, I think. Is it? Iberia 330 on its way. Ben Brown, Qatar have One World 320 livery. Yes, no doubt they do, but I'm talking about in at Heathrow. Bus, ding ding. Heathrow Central. Wow, so blowy you can hardly hear them. You can't actually hear them. Going up, man. Got rain coming this way. Definitely got rain coming this way, GP. Just have a look at your weather radar, just see if you've got anything. Say about that. Ross Kennedy, good afternoon to you. Debash Mode, g'day. Oh, Ross fell off his bike this morning, gutted. Hope you're well, mate, hope you're alright. And I'm hoping it wasn't embarrassing. Oh, he's bust a bone, is he? Blimey, a pretty bad one then. Oh my good God. He's bust his proximal humerus. Can't have been very funny then. That's not good, mate. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I don't fancy that much. Don't fancy that at all. How far are you at? How far out is Biman? Please say 5 minutes. Because that looks gnarly, that cloud coming towards me, man. And is it? Oh, I'm gonna get hit, aren't we? We're gonna get hit, mate. Possibly. Never seen that One World Finnair single aisle in at Heathrow, mate.
They've got 190 in it as well.
Is it? What's that? What's that? No. It's coming straight at me, mate. It's coming straight at me. Yeah, no, it does. I see what you mean. I know what you mean. But the contrast behind the camera. Ben Brown, can you find the RB211 engines on the 757? More than likely will be the RB211s on the DHL. Chris Ward, thank you. Train Hunter. Lufty in the old livery, but the new jet, which is good to see. Hope they keep a couple of these. This could go up very early. early-ish, but yeah, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. I mean, I've got the wet stuff with me, but I'm not prepared for, you know, I'm up here standing in my shorts, got the wrong shoes on, I've got everything isn't prepared for rain. So if it hits me, no, it wasn't forecast, no, so, you know. This weather, that's, I don't know, it might skirt me, but we'll have to see. David Edwards, the bin man, better not make a rubbish landing. Scattering a load of old tin cans and old sausage wrappers across the motorway. Ting chong ring sting. Ben Brown, Jerry, we had 3 intersection departures in a row right in front of you earlier. No! Gutted. Nick McNair, would you stay for some mini rolls, Jerry? Oh, negative. It's funny, right? I love the humour of our community. Straining at the least to fly in it. These headwinds. Time check on the Bimmons, please. Say 10 minutes, isn't it? Dr. Dave's Ents Liverpool. Dave here, there is rain in Liverpool. Okay. Well, should just about skirt us, shouldn't it? Chris Ward, mini rolls en route. 10 minutes out, Keith Grafton, thank you, my friend. 3 out, Bimmon 3 out, Ian Finley saying. Of course, old the cafe on Coronation Street is called Roy's Rolls, isn't it? Anyway. Kevin Carter stands still shining there. Sunday, okay. Glenn Knowles, Chris Ward, Lee Davis.
So you're finishing up after the DHL 752. There's 2 more you want to see.
Beeman, after the Bimmon, mate.
Oh, the Beeman, good.
Yeah.
That's the first time that's come in since the end of March.
March, yeah. Got it. Thanks, mate. Jack. Logan Air ATR transferred back to London City today. No more London Heathrow for the ATR. Oh, okay. Okay. That's a shame. But we'll well, hopefully things will start picking up at London City. Love to get back there, man. And of course, they've had all that work done, haven't they? So they've got a separate taxiway. Yeah, yeah. So that'll be interesting to watch, because be a lot more activity, wouldn't there? Nelson Kelly, no rain here, but I'm in Sydney. Brilliant. Thundering in Nottingham, crowns are saying. You can feel the air getting cooler. Definitely feel the air getting cooler, man. My nipples are getting hard as well, so that's probably. But anyway, here we go. This looks like the 757. Fantastic. So we've had a national mini roll shortage coming up, probably. Let's see what he makes of this then. A little bit bumpy on the approach. Direct headwinds should be fine. A little bit low on the glide slope, which we like to see. Keep it straight and narrow, son. Keep it straight and narrow, straight down the middle, mate. High nose up attitude, little bit of adjustment there. Finals. Is this a here or is okay? This is Air India Dreamliner and then the Biman. G'day. David Kavanagh, lovely weather here down on the Kent coast. Good for you, mate. Love the Kent coast, I've got to say. Love that part of the world. Isn't it called the Garden of England or something like that? Mr. Wright, 71. Good to see you here. Edwin James, Joe Cameron. Wow. Lee Campanile, should I say, I think is that on Facebook. Jane Alden, good afternoon to you. Adrian James, Nick Cooch, welcome everyone. Flying Banana, of course she is the Flying Banana. Some of these Dreamliners, the speed tape, what looks like speed tape on the radome. Some of it is, on some of them it's noticeable, on others it's probably just a bit grubbier than the others. Not that it is speed tape, of course. I think it is just a seal. James is back. Never call me when I'm watching Big Jet TV. Sort of like, yeah, like he almost caught a bit of sort of like wind shear underneath the aircraft, and it's sort of like, oh hello, intersect. Biman inbound, El Al's Dreamliner on his way out. Got intersecting Dreamliner coming out now. Into some pretty gnarly weather there. What's that, mate?
I saw the car going on the air, I guess.
Yeah.
I saw it from Northford.
Bimman, Dreamer.
That's the one since the end of March.
Whether this is going to become a back to a regular scheduled service, we don't know. We'll just have to keep tabs on it. But we are. Is this the 787 livery or just the stocker? Is it? Same as the one that at Farnborough, yeah. Very stiff headwind, man. Welcome back, folks. Yeah, she's made a noisy arrival as well. Look at that exit point. Wow. See if we can get away from the pilots. Someone else coming in. Wow, that's heavy duty, that wind, man. Wind's starting to buffet the van. Tip with rain. Tell you, as soon as I feel the first one, man. Yeah, no. Just look at that cloud, man. Look at that. Look at that. Not yet, but look at that. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah. Who's that on the side? Is that? I thought it was. I thought it was. I thought it was Bubbles for a minute. Wheelie King. Okay, we'll have to look into that, see who that is on the side of that jet. Guys, thank you very much indeed. We're going to head off now. I've just shown you that big gnarly cloud. Not quite dressed for the occasion, it has to be said. So yeah, folks, thanks very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your day, and happy Father's Day, wherever you are in the world. We'll catch you on Wednesday. Stay tuned on the app. Make sure you download the app, folks. Very important that you do. I think we had about 2,500 people download it yesterday alone. So obviously very effective indeed. I need to get off and get myself in the dry. We'll just follow this LL Dreamliner out, and then we'll cut off. So look after yourselves, folks. Thanks very much indeed, and welcome to all our new members as well. I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Spot out. Go for cut, GP.